What is up? My name is Josue, Pena, founder of Online CEOs. In today's small video, I just want to break down exactly how you can turn your Instagram account into an ATM printing machine and add at least $50,000 to $100,000 a month over the next 45 days or so. This is not going to be a super long video or like a crazy webinar or anything. We're just going to get straight to the point. And I'm going to share my screen and walk you through everything on how it works, exactly the numbers, very logical. I'm an engineer by degree, so I want to show you exactly how everything works so that way you can make a very informed decision on how we can help you. So let me just share my screen right here and get started right here. So like I said, as promised, here's the full breakdown on how to turn your Instagram account and add $50,000 to $100,000 in the next 30 to 60 days. So the reason I'm making this is because I've been getting a lot of people asking me numbers on how to scale an online business, a digital course, a service-based business, an agency, coaching programs, premium services, course, all that stuff with Instagram. And they obviously want proof to really show how it's done. Today, I'm gonna break down absolutely everything, showing you proof. And a lot of it might surprise you because you can literally 10x what you're currently doing right now on Instagram just from this, okay? Now, before anything, I need you to understand that this is only going to work if you do have a good content cadence, which I will go a little bit more in depth on what that means and how it works a little bit later on. But that is extremely important to understand. So just keep it in the back of your head. But let's just focus on the numbers right now to just show you proof that Instagram does work. So these are my own personal numbers in Online CEOs in one of our companies. And this is just over the last couple months, okay? So you can see the numbers. On Google Ads, we spent $19,000 on ads, okay, Google Ads, and we made $40,000. That is a 2.1x ROAS. On Facebook Ads, we spent $69,000 and we made $240,000 back, so like a 3.47 ROAS or return on ad spend or ROI or return on investment. On Instagram ads though, here's the cool part. We spent $18,000 and we made back $200,000, so $203,000. That's an 11x. So we literally like a ton more than anything else. And then Instagram DMs and shoutouts, we spent $25,000 on shoutouts, which I'll explain here in a second what they are if you don't know. And then we made back $484,000. So that is a 19x ROAS. So Instagram shoutouts and DMs literally have 300 to 500% more than Facebook ads and Google ads. All of this resulting in $687,000 with less than $50,000 in ad spend just on Instagram. Again, you can see right there, less than $50,000 on ad spend total on Instagram and over $687,000 back. So what I am not saying, by the way, I'm not saying that Facebook ads or Google ads don't work. They do, because I do run Google ads and YouTube ads, because I'm showing you the numbers. All I'm saying is that if you're not utilizing Instagram in this way, you're leaving a ton of money on the table and you either hate money or you simply don't know because you're missing out on a fortune because it is very, very easy to capitalize on. So why does this work so well? And I'm going to explain here in a second what this is. And the reason is because Instagram becomes your own website and the funnel that literally pre-sells people into your product and service by people simply are there consuming the content that you put out, which is kind of crazy because on YouTube ads, you got to spend a ton of money and like do all this complex tech and like this and that. And Instagram is very simple. Instagram becomes your own website or funnel, and then people literally automatically just know, like, and trust you better, and they're ready to buy. People will come from a shout out, or they will follow you or not, and then they will land on your page. And then from there, they invite DM you, and then the IG ads also capture them, and then people go to your profile, and then boom, you maximize on the profit. And I'm gonna like doodle and like show you visually what all that means and exactly how that works. Okay, and I'm going to then explain to you the common pitfalls on why this doesn't work for some people and why it does work for others. Like for example, we have helped literally hundreds of clients by this point. Here are some of them: Alex Becker, Lady Boss, Tim David, Ecom Dave. He literally went from a bartender, and today he's making actually more than $200,000 a month. He's making like $500,000 to $800,000 a month. Parker Weil went from like zero, or I should say like 5 to 7K to 130, actually $200,000, $300,000 a month right now. Tanner Chittister, Nick Santanastasa, that's spoken on stage with Tony Robbins. We also help Cole Gordon. Like literally hundreds and hundreds of clients have literally implemented this same strategy that I'm about to share with you right now. Again, why does it work so well? I'm going to explain the numbers and all that stuff. Again, warning, I want to be very, very clear. This is going to be extremely important, your content cadence, and this only works obviously if you're a business owner. Stop posting your food if you're a business owner. Stop posting your cat or whatever else that has nothing to do with your business. Like if you don't have a solid content cadence where you're explaining, you're posting right things, this is not going to work, okay? And literally the coolest part that it literally takes 30 seconds, just record it with your phone, And that is it. Just talk about what your expertise is at. Don't overthink it. Super easy, okay? Now, for the sake of this example, let's just say that you have a $3,000 per month advertising budget, which is like, I don't know, not a lot, not too little, but we can definitely do some damage with it. And then we'll split it 50-50. So $1,500 for Instagram ads and then $1,500 for Instagram shoutouts, okay? And which means is around $50 a day on each. All right, so let me just break down the numbers for you and then I'll explain how each one works. So Instagram ads is the following. You have Instagram ads right here, right? So let's just say you create an Instagram ad. Typically what I like to see is an Instagram story ad, which is basically an ad that just plays on Instagram stories, okay? So we do these and then what we do is we have a specific campaign where we are able to create inbound DMs. So if people are interested in our stuff, it's an inbound DM, which means it's an inbound lead coming to us that is interested in our stuff. You don't have to cold call, you don't have to cold DM, you don't have to do any of that, outreach, all that stuff. They're coming to you, okay? Now, here's the cool part. There's two ways then that you can take this approach afterwards. There's one where you automatically auto-reply with a link, okay? So if you already have a website or a funnel or something like that, you can automatically reply to that inbound lead that's coming to you with the link right then and there. And then the other way, if you don't have that, okay, you can just they can just DM you and you can auto reply with whatever keyword they have. So let's just say they send you the word, I don't know, start or whatever. There's also systems and tools that you can use to automate the next message after that. And here's the coolest part. Both of these, okay, both this one and this one, both you're able to then follow up, okay? You're able to then follow up with that specific lead because they're interested in your stuff. They're coming to you because they're interested in what you have to offer based on your Instagram ad, right? Your Instagram ad was posted out there. Say, hey, I do XYZ. If you're interested, DM me. Boom. Instagram DM comes in. Boom. Automatic reply with the link or automatic reply with a keyword, whatever. And then from there, you're able to follow up. Okay, so very, very easy. This is the process of IG DMs. And then from there, of course, with the follow-up, the whole purpose of the DMs is to book them on a call. Okay, to book them on a call for you to sell your product and service. Okay, ideally, obviously something high ticket or something at premium price. Now, this is the process. Now, let me just go back and show you the numbers. So with $1,500, and we're going to take the same numbers of the ROAS above, okay, of my own numbers, which by the way, as you scale, the ROAS or the ROI decreases. I think you're going to get a lot more, but let's just use these numbers. So with $1,500 a month on ad spend, the Instagram sales that you should have made is $16,000, almost $17,000, which again is 11.27. And then the same thing with Instagram shoutouts is $1,500, which I'm going to explain here in a second of how Instagram shoutouts differ from Instagram ads. It's $1,500 a month, and the shoutout sales is almost $30,000 or $29,000 for a total of $19.39, and total ad spend is $3,000, and total sales $46,000. Freaking cool. And this is the reason why we can guarantee results for our clients. Now, on Instagram shoutouts, the way they work is the following. So let's just say you have a bigger influencer right here, okay, that has, I don't know, 2 million followers, okay? 2 million people. And then you're right here, and then you're right here, and you have, I don't know, let's just say 2,000 followers. Whatever the number is. Now, here's what happens. A shoutout is when a big influencer promotes you. Very simple. Now, what happens is when you pay the influencer, right? Let's just say he charges you $200, right? $200 for one post on their page where they promote you back. Say, hey, go follow Johnny, go follow whatever. We'll follow your Instagram account. And then from there, they send you back, okay? Let's just say on average, if your promo is not good, you're probably going to get like $1 to $2 a follower. If the promo is really, really good, or the promo is, or the shout out is really, really good, you're going to be able to get 50 cents to 25 cents, even 10 cents or less per follower. But let's just say you're not that great and the promo is not that good. Or the creative in the video. And the content, like I said, content haters, the content is not that good. So let's just say it's $1 to $2 per follower, right? Which means that you just made or just got back anywhere from 100 to 200 followers. Now, here's the problem of most people get it wrong. 90%, okay? I would say 80 to 90% of these followers are bad. They're just not good. They won't buy anything. They're just bad. But I like to see the glass half full instead of half empty, right? So this means that the 10% is actually good. In this case, let's just say that the lower number, which is 100. In this case, this means from 10 people that are actually good, right? It can be 20, it can be more, but let's just say low numbers, 10 people. From these 10 people that are actually good, I'm going to be posting, right, a simple 30-second video once a day. Super simple, just with your phone. And then what this is going to do is people are going to know, like, and trust you more because of it, okay? And then from there, you just capture them again on the DMs. Remember, follow up the follow-up right here, same thing you do here, right? Very, very simple. And then it's because the inbound literally coming to your page because they want to follow you, because they're interested in your stuff. It's a lot easier to sell, right? So with these 10 people, you should at least get 2 to 3 qualified people and just sell one. Let's just say you only sell one, you're not that great at sales, whatever. You only sell one, and this is why it's also very, very important that you sell something for a premium price, at least $2,000, right? This means, let's just say $2,000, perfect, no problem. Again, these are low numbers. You can get a lot crazier than this. But you can see right here that with 200 bucks, and let's just highlight this blue, right? With 200 bucks, you just made $2,000, right? That is literally a 10x on your return on ads. And here's the coolest part. Because you're also combining it with Instagram ads, you can also retarget every single person, every single one of these, all these followers that you came through, you can retarget them with Instagram ads and then recapture them. So it means that you can get more bang for your buck on every single dollar that you spend on marketing. And this is how the entire machine works in conjunction with Instagram ads and Instagram shoutouts, and why this works so well, okay? Like I said, we both need Instagram ads and Instagram shoutouts. Instagram ads, we typically set them up first because it is easier and it's almost overnight where you can have something tangible going with tangible results, okay? You don't need a website, you don't need a funnel, you don't need anything complicated. You just need your Instagram account, a good sexy marketing hook, some content recorded with your phone, and an offer that sells your product or service. That is it, okay? And again, I broke down the process. Instagram ad, ideally to a DM. DM automatically replies with a link to your lead magnet, funnel, freebie, whatever. And that's it. Or obviously a DM to your keyword. Perfect. Now here's something cool that a lot of our clients do that helps them even more. It is placing a DM closer or setter that talks to the person on DMs, because obviously this gets very, very crazy as you scale up. The more money you spend, the more inbound DMs you get, the more money you spend on shoutouts, the more followers you get, and the crazier it gets with all the DMs and everything else. So we can combine this with systems and tools that automate DMs with also a person, a real human being that we call a DM closer that's on your DMs all day, every day, booking appointments, closing people, and then making sure that the leads that are coming through he's doing lead generation, for lack of a better term. Lead generation to make sure that they're closing sales, and the marketing efforts that you're doing are actually being optimized, okay? Now, like I said, the coolest part is that an inbound lead, aka they're coming to you, they're interested in your stuff, and you don't have to chase somebody around at all, because they're ready to be your client, they're interested in your stuff, you're not having to convince them about who you are, etc. Now, with Instagram ads, you obviously want to target your current followers or anybody that has visited your page at all, and you target them with ads. Because like I said, like I showed you here, it works really, really well once we add the combination of the Instagram shoutouts on top of that. Now, in terms of targeting optimization, it looks something like this. $10 a day, target profitable visits, your followers, and then the 4 other assets, or if you know anything running ads, it's very simple. You duplicate the same ad or the campaign, and you create different interests or targeting options for each one. It can be email lists or high interest keywords or your competitors or whatever, or lookalike audiences, etc. It's very, very easy to do, and this does not take you more than like 1 hour max to set it up. Just get it up and running. In literally 24 hours, you're going to start seeing results just from Instagram ads alone. Okay. Now, if you don't know how to set them up, that's fine. We can definitely help you with this. So by the end of this, okay, if you do this right, by the end of this, you should have 5 different ad sets, and then each one is going to be running at around $10 a day, which is $50 a day. And again, the key metric or KPI, key performance indicator that you want to be looking out for is $15 per inbound lead or inbound DM. You want to be doing at least like $15 on the high end, 15, 17, and then on the low end, obviously as low as possible. We have seen all the way to $5 a lead, which is kind of crazy. 3 to 5 is super, super good. Okay. Now, this allows you obviously to scale more, get more DMs, and all that good stuff. Now, here comes play number 2, which is Instagram shoutouts. Now, how does this work? This is it became super popular recently, but the reality is that I've been doing this since, 2016 in the business world, but then since 2012, 2013, I think, when I started this entire social media thing, because I wanted to become a professional soccer player. I am originally from the Dominican Republic. Nobody was going to find me there, so I thought, okay, I'm going to grow my social media to then get a pro contract, etc. Funny enough, it actually worked in 2016, and then I pivoted to business. But shoutouts recently became very popular in the internet marketing community because they're so insanely profitable, okay? But like I said, I've been doing this since 2016, and I've been one of the first ones to do it in this industry, okay? Now, and this is the reason why you literally see everybody, or a lot of people doing that. Now, for those that don't know, again, is when a bigger influencer promotes you. And the people that struggle the most with this, and it's like, oh, shoutouts don't work for me or whatever, is they try it once and it doesn't work, right? When have you tried something once and it actually does work? Probably never, right? And also the problem is that they don't have a good content cadence and they don't have Instagram ads set up right. And they don't understand the numbers and the KPIs around it. So let's just say here, if you pay $100 for a shoutout, on average, you should get, like I said, 50 followers or so. Again, $1 to $2 per follower, right? Very easy. Now, like I said, 80 to 90% of those followers are going to be bad, but 10 to 20 will be good, meaning 5 to 10 people will be actually good. Now, here's the cool part. You can get 3 qualified appointments and close 1. It just means that you turn $100 or $200 into $2,000 to $3,000, which is insane. And it is the reason why you see we're good at this, right? And we're able to get a 19x on Instagram shoutouts. How crazy is that? Like, even if you got like an 8x or a 10x versus 19 that we get, I think you will be pretty happy, right? So if you're an expert, like literally this is one of the most profitable channels you can do. Like literally, for example, to us, we did this with Cole Gordon. He was crushing on YouTube and Facebook ads and really didn't believe on Instagram. That was, I believe, December of 2021, January of 2021, something like that. And then the second he started Instagram shoutouts and using it, the first month he scaled to $350,000 to $400,000 a month, literally almost overnight. And the reason why this is because it is the cheapest traffic with the lowest CPA or cost per acquisition. And I'm showing you, it's like you're getting 11x and 19x just on Instagram alone, which is, again, kind of crazy. And like I've done this with, again, Cole, and showed him this. There's hundreds of clients right here. Clients like Alex Becker, Lady Boss, Tanner Chittister, Dan Locke, Penn June, and literally hundreds and hundreds of others. All of which we have helped make millions and millions of dollars just from the Instagram account, okay? Now, in terms of what can you expect to pay, in terms of like a bigger influencer or something like that, it depends. It depends on the demographics. It depends on how, engaged the page and stuff like that. So you can use a tool that's called Hype Auditor. You can Google this, Hype Auditor, to see if the page is good or not, and then see their analytics, and then see if they're good or not to be able to use it for an Instagram shoutout. Now, what we pay for influencers, or the price that we pay influencers, for like 1 to 2 million followers, they charge typically $200 to $300. Others have like $100,000 to $500,000 for the same amount. So like I said, it depends. But I would say this, if the engagement on the page looks good, the demographics check out, and the price is under $400 to $500 per shoutout, then just go for it, okay? Then just go for it. With $1,500, you should expect 1 big shoutout a week to reach a couple million people, or $375 per week or so, which is, again, kind of crazy. And again, remember, shoutouts get a 19x ROAS, or return on ad spend, or return on investment to us, which will mean $1,500 is spent and $29,000, almost $30,000 back. And the positive side effect here too is that you're also building your qualified following, or you're following with qualified people that are following you because they're interested in your stuff and are following you voluntarily. Okay, that is the coolest and crazy part of that at all. In other words, you're building a real digital real estate that appreciates over time, because the bigger your personal brand is, the bigger your following is, the more money you're going to make tomorrow, which allows you to over time sell more products and services today and also in the future. Now, like I said at the beginning, I also want to cover several common pitfalls that I see a lot of people making when it comes to this stuff. Because I do see a lot of people trying the system. Maybe they see a video like this. I'm like, oh, I'm going to try it tomorrow. Let's go. And they don't create the right things in order to make them succeed. And this is like, obviously, our help and our service and all that stuff comes into play. But if you want to do it alone, that's perfectly fine too. Now, number 1 comes down to your product and service, aka your offer and what you're selling, okay? And if your stuff is not sexy, is not a good offer, is just vanilla, is just meh, no amount of marketing will be able to save the foundational problem that you have in your business right now. Okay, no marketing. Like, shoutouts is just simply another traffic source. That is it. Okay, so it is extremely important that you first get the offer right, what you're selling right, that is sexy, that people want it, and then go from there. Because no amount of literal marketing is going to save that and solve that specific foundational problem inside of your business. We can definitely help with this and even build the offer for you and do this for you, so you don't have to worry about if the offer is good or not. We can just do it for you, because we have built dozens and dozens of offers that have done millions of dollars throughout the years. But just letting you know, step number 1 is making sure the offer and the product and service that you're actually selling, people actually want it. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2. Like I said before, the content cadence is just straight up bad, okay? It's just bad. No like, you need good content in order to turn a cold follower or a person that just followed you and just saw your ad for the very first time goes to your page. You need to demonstrate expertise. You need to show proof. You need to just help your prospect like solve the issues that they have. I mean, like, I'm just gonna show you a couple of examples, okay? Let's just go to my Instagram account. We have right here my Instagram, right? It's very, very clear what we do. We have pinned posts at the top. We're showing proof. We're showing the testimonial with Alex Becker. We're showing the testimonial with Chrissy Stefano of how with just 4,000 followers, he made $100,000 in like 45 days or something like that, just with his Instagram account, which is, again, kind of crazy. And again, we're showing proof and numbers, and you can see right there, right? Now, let's just give you another example, right? Let's just go to one of our clients. Let's just see B&B CEOs, right? One of our clients that serves an Airbnb course. Same thing. He's demonstrating expertise. His account is optimized. There's good content cadence going around on his profile. And this we started it like literally like 2 months ago or something like that. And in the first month, it did over $100,000 in sales, which is, again, kind of crazy. Let's just go to another one of our clients. This is Ecom Day, one of his pages, because now he's running multiple, but one of his pages right here, he literally started this page with 0, and he was a bartender before, and 2 years and a half, almost 3 years later, he's a multimillionaire. And again, good content cadence is very, very clear what he does. It's very, very clear that he sells Amazon. It's like very clear that's there's products, and he's selling an Amazon course, right? So the point here is that you need to make sure that your profile and the content cadence that you're posting is actually good. You need to demonstrate expertise to your clients, to your prospect, as you say, and your followers, and that your thing and your business can actually solve the problem that they have, right? Now, the second one, you'll be surprised how many people are doing this wrong. And I'm not referring that you need a fancy camera or lighting or like this little thing behind me. Like, you don't need any of that. Literally, all you need is your phone, turn your camera on, and boom, get recording, okay? No bad content, like it's gonna save you. Like, if you're posting your cat and your food and like all this stuff, is not gonna work, okay? Like, if you're posting what you ate for lunch or the cat or whatever thing for your Instagram for business, I'm sorry, it's just not gonna work. But if you can create good quality content, meaning good quality that demonstrates expertise that's actually good, people are gonna love you, and you can literally make a ton of cash and money just from this alone. Again, I'm gonna show you another example of another page that we literally just started recently. It is actually my own as well, but in Spanish. And again, we started this one, it was like a 14,000 followers just a couple of weeks ago, and today it's like a 33,000, and the engagement is off the roof. I mean, look at this. This one has like 3,000 comments, 3,000 likes and 200 comments, and it's just blowing up, literally blowing up. And again, it's because it has a good content cadence that we follow, and it has a ton of people interested in what we have to offer, right? So it's very, very simple. It applies for English, it applies for Spanish, doesn't matter. Now, side note, I also made, just like I showed right here, several pages and clients and stuff like that. We also made a case study because we also launched new brands with our clients, where we launched a new brand without even having a course. So if you're thinking, oh crap, okay, I want to do this, but I don't have a product or service to sell yet. Doesn't matter. We can get you started, we can get you going, because we launched a new brand without having a course or website or funnel or anything. And in 30 days, we launched it and did $129,000, and 110 of that was cash profit, okay? Just in the first 30 days, and it was with less than 1,000 followers, which is kind of crazy, but it's pretty cool. So if you want to see it, just go to my Instagram account, just DM me the word 129K, or just, this should be something, a link or something right here down below that you can see it. The video is this one. I'm not going to go through this, but you can check it out so you can kind of see also the process that we do when we're selling it before we make it, and how we literally have made $129,000 in 30 days with less than 1,000 followers, which is pretty cool. So, and again, it went all because we didn't have a course or product or service to sell. So we made it first, and after the money was in the bank, which is always the approach that I like to teach and we suggest. You don't want to be spending time, energy, effort creating something that you don't know if it's going to sell or not. That is the key that most people get it wrong, right? They build it and they hope and pray that people will come to them. That's a recipe for success, right? You want to make sure that people actually want it first, and then you sell it, and then you deliver it. So that's usually the best way to do it. Now, the third and final pitfall is simply not responding to freaking inbound DMs. Like, believe it or not, there's people out there that simply do not reply to people that are interested in their stuff and they want to buy from them. Like, I'm like, I know it sounds dumb, I know it's true, but you've worked so hard, you spend money on marketing, you work so hard to get these people interested in your stuff. Why don't you take the time to automate, create systems, or reply to those people in the first place? Like, I do not understand. And then some people ask themselves, like, why are they making the money that they want? It's like, why are you making the money? Well, simply because you're not responding to the inbound DMs of people that are interested in your stuff, right? So That's what I do see a lot of here, but also I see a lot of people that don't even know what to say, like what to respond, how to interact with people, what to say in the DMs, how to get people interested in their stuff, etc. And this is the sales process that we have perfected across the years to take people from a shout out to a follower or an Instagram ad to an inbound DM to a prospect that actually wants to get on a call with us and find out more about our high-ticket products and services, and then sell them on a call and then deliver them. So like all that process is the sales process that we have created, and we've become really, really good. So yeah, that's also, I do see that pitfall happening because they don't know how to respond and stuff like that. And here's what we replace a commission-based DM closer, meaning they only make money when you do or when our clients do. So we have DM closers, all that stuff, and they only make money when you do, which is something super awesome. And both of their incentives are aligned. So they take 100% of the lead nurture, the lead process, the lead generation, the DM closing. So you can focus 100% on your superpower, which again is being the expert and collecting them. That cash, right? So again, just to recap, the main 3 pitfalls here are make sure that you're doing IG ads and IG shoutouts both combined. So make sure that you have a solid system, aka an insane ATM machine that spits out profits every single month, and that you're building your following or digital real estate asset at the same time, which is again super cool. This is going to ensure a 19x ROAS on your money from Instagram shoutouts and 11x from Instagram ads, which again, insane ROAS. That you're able to get. You cannot get that literally anywhere else, okay? And again, avoid the three main pitfalls that people struggle with. Number 1, offer sucks. Nobody wants what they're selling. Like, we need to fix that. Number 2, no content cadence. Stop posting your cat and what you ate for lunch. Like, nobody cares. Number 3, no lead gen and not responding to inbound DMs of people that are actually wanting to buy your stuff in the first place, right? So, that's really it. So, hope you enjoyed this small training. Now, the question for all you guys that are, wanting to find out more, wanting to find out how we can help, wanting to find out, hey, I want you guys to handle and do this stuff for you, that's perfectly fine. So the question for you is, if you allow me to show you this, is would you give me 4 to 8 weeks and have us deep dive into this and help you one-on-one, right? So here's how we would do it. Number 1, we'll go through your offer, make sure that it's sexy so that you avoid pitfall number 1, and we'll set a goal, establish what you do, daily revenue goal, and make sure that you believe it and that you control it, because it's simple math and numbers. Simple math and numbers. Trust me, business is all about numbers. It is all about simple math, and it's all about tweaking the right things at the right time in order to move forward. So the first thing, make sure the offer and people actually want the product and service that you're selling. Okay. Now, after that, we'll create the entire lead and sales process. So they can script and film 3 to 5 ads, which again, we will create as well for you. And that will lead people into Instagram DMs or inbound leads, okay? You don't need an existing audience for this. Literally you don't, but we're gonna be spending like anywhere from like $20 to $50 a day. If you do have an organic audience already, even better, but you do not need it. And then from there, we'll build a very simple funnel that showcases your offer, your products and services to the prospects that are coming to you inbound, right? And then from there, we'll work on the DM script and sales script so you can convert those people into actual sales and clients for your online business, all right? And then in this final stage, we'll work together to optimize your bio, content plan and content cadence, like I said, organic lead generation, engagement growth, and then obviously launch the Instagram ad campaigns. And you'll be working directly one-on-one with myself and my team and the rest of the people inside the Accelerator Challenge. That way you're held accountable and you stay motivated to push forward. Now, caveat and warning, this is not for lazy people who do not want to do any work. Like if that's you, like leave now, this is not for you. This does require work ethic, this does require showing up. It requires also implementing very fast because like I said, we do everything in like 4 weeks. So it's like up, go, fast, get revenue, and scale. So that's the goal with this accelerator program, all right? But at the end of it, the cool part about it is that you will probably double or even triple the amount of money that you're currently making right now from your Instagram account, okay? So, and the coolest part of this all, in my opinion, is that if this does not work for you, if we do not deliver results and the promises that we set, then you simply don't pay because we just simply refund you the money. We do not deserve your money if the strategy does not work for you. As simple as that. So, this is the reason why we need to have an interview first with you in order to understand what your business is and make sure that it's a good fit for both us and you, okay? So, there's gonna be a link somewhere around this page or video where you can click. It's gonna take you to a short form that looks something like this, more or less. Fill it out, it's gonna take you like a couple seconds. And then from there, you can book a time to chat with us, one-on-one, one of the advisors. We're gonna interview you, see what the business is, see how we can help you. And if we feel like we can, we'll offer our help and see and explain exactly how that will work. If we don't feel like we can help you, we'll just tell you straight up front, yo, we can't. But that's pretty much it. So I hope you're getting this case study and full training on how Instagram shoutouts and Instagram ads can literally transform your business. And I look forward to chatting with you very, very soon. So click right there, fill out the short form, and book an appointment to talk with us. So bye-bye. This has been Josue Pena from Monetized, and I'll talk to you very soon.